take it. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Goes backwards. Yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Lagway. Tries the right with a quick throw. It's caught downfield. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Catch made across the middle by the running back. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. On the move, trying to scramble for the 1st down, comes up short. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Escapes the pocket. The 1st down pickup, tackled at the 45.
This is a deflating play for this defense on 3rd and short. Good coverage. They take away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for is the quarterback, and he uses his legs to pick it up.
It's a shotgun run call. Bulldozing his way through those tackles. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And we'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Getting set. Here's second down. Handoff heading left. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Receiver makes the grab, and he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Handing off on the draw play. Ball carrier running through tackles. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Takes the handoff again.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get first downs. What are they looking at now? 3rd and inches, it looks like.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. And the quarterback just sneaks it. And the defense rises up and stops him short on 3rd down.
Well, I just thought that would be a foregone conclusion. 3rd down in inches, no problem. Quarterback sneak, first down. But no, the defensive line holds their point of attack and pushes him. It looked like no gain to me. It'll be 4th down in inches.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. Quarterback's got it on the option. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. And the Horned Frogs hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
Second down and goal now for this offense. Press coverage now for these DBs. Trying for the touchdown. They'll test the left side. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
But the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Defense is coming after him. And they get him down, but that's a solid game there to move the sticks using his feet.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Simpson. And they get him down after the completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Here's the second down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
The defense has got to do a better job of communicating. That is a wide-open receiver. They catch a break by an errant throw by the quarterback.
The Golden Gophers will line up to kick it away. That's the first punt today for the offense. Fair catch made at the 15-yard line. TCU offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Back to throw. It's Lagway. Extending the play now. The senior calls his own number. Picks up the first down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
No press here. The defense backing away. First down, looking to throw the ball. Pass caught. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Well, they don't block the defensive end who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Punt lands at the 6, but heads into the end zone for a touchback. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Bringing pressure. Nice grab. It's Smith. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Lets it go quickly. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
To throw, it's Sellers. Quick throw over the middle. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on fourth down. What's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on fourth down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. And the Golden Gophers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Looking to pass here on second down. Makes a quick grab. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down marker. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. So here we go, third down in the red zone. They kind of play that decides football games. That's a design quarterback keeper. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. They need less than a yard for a first down. They'll go for it on fourth. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And the runner steps out of bounds but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Going for a big play downfield. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will kick this away to begin the second half. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
And in first down, they go right back to him. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that previous play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
Trying to find room. It's Welch. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job with this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Minnesota. No chance to catch him. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Finds an open target on the left side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Receiver makes the catch, refusing to be brought down. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And here's the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the second and third option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
The shotgun running play call. And the ball to the ground. The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession. And now the... Called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And the Horned Frogs line up with a first and goal. First and goal, handoff. And he's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second and goal for the offense. They'll try to run this one in. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Third down and goal for the offense. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on third and goal. It brings us to fourth and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And he knocks it right through the uprights.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the fourth.
Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9. There's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down to the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the single back takes the handoff. Some hard running there through a tackle. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
The Golden Gophers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the running back. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. There's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. They jump in front here in the 4th. Lining up to try the extra point. PAT up and good. So the lead is 4 here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the TCU offense takes the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a quick grab. Oh, look at the quick cut.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. Handoff here from the shotgun. Fights off a defender. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's running out of time here. Breaks loose at the 45. He's past the marker, still on his feet. Touchdown, TCU. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
You just love to see this when the game is on the line. This offensive line does a great job of executing up front, giving this back just enough room to be able to get into the end zone and give them the lead.
Now the crucial PAT to stretch the lead to a field goal. Kick is up and good. They go up by 3 here in the 4th quarter. Can they hang on? Now they get set to kick it away. This one will be fair caught. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Makes a quick catch. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Now it's 2nd down here. Movement at the 2nd level of the defense now. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Can he take it all the way? Tough running there. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
TCU offense is back out on the field. Suddenly, this is a 3-point game in the 4th quarter. Interesting to see how aggressive they get with play calling. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second and long, but you'd expect another one here to try to bleed the clock. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's escaping the pocket now. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They moved the ball into good position, but now it's 3rd and long. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And they stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, TCU.
So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. Right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Getting set to kick off after extending the lead with a field goal. The offense knows they have a long way to go and not much time to get there. We'll call for the fair catch here. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Here we go. Crucial situation. They've got time to run a few plays. The defense can't just back off here and play too passive. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Breaks loose at the 40. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. To throw, it's Sellers. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing him the game.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against